Hello friends, I'm sure all of you are trying to decode the budget document. Here are 10 points that I have specifically prepared for you. I think that would be quite simple and try to make it as quick as possible for all of you. The first point in this particular budget that the government of India or the finance minister announced today is about the personal taxation. In fact, that's the core theme of this particular budget, and the first point is personal tax. What does it mean? It means that if you are earning rupees 1 lakh per month and your annual package is not more than 12 lakh rupees, you do not need to pay any taxes. Yes, you heard me right. If you are earning up to 12 lakh rupees, you do not need to pay any taxes. This is going to be the core theme of the budget 2025 because this is a bold decision that the finance minister has ever taken. That is first point. My second point is about insurance. The long demand or the most important factor of insurance industry, which was FDI, has been increased. The industry was expecting, the insurance industry was actually looking for the FDI of 100%. The finance minister has granted that boon, which means that now a lot of foreign companies are expected in India because FDI is going to be 100% in insurance industry. My third point is about MSME. MSME is known as a backbone of the Indian economy, and the government of India has been trying to do their best. In fact, during the pandemic also, they had disbursed a lot of funds for MSMEs and given a credit guarantee also to the creditors to disburse the funds to the MSMEs. In this particular budget, the government of India has increased the limit of personal credit to 5 lakh rupees to MSMEs, which is again going to be an important aspect because MSMEs create lots of jobs, considering there are more than 6 crores MSMEs active in India. My next point is about skill development. The finance minister has expanded the scope of the skill because that is where the demand is today. In fact, the industry is looking for skilled laborers. What they have done is they have increased the scope of skill education, specifically the girl child, the rural education, and also expanded the current network of IITs. They're going to add more students to the IITs by expanding the infrastructure. My another point is specifically about startups industry and corporate India as a whole. In this particular aspect, government has been trying to push startups, and in here they have come with different rules or maybe provisions like safe harbor, which will actually boost the industry, the corporate India and startups as a whole, because the idea here is to provide light touch regulations which will help the industry. In fact, finance minister has said that they will try to abolish 100 laws or maybe decriminalize 100 laws, which will make the ease of doing business or maybe single window clearance type of action very seamless for the industry at large. So this is going to be very beneficial for the industry, SMEs, startups as a whole. These are my 5 points. My next point is specifically about agriculture. Again, agriculture has been always the primary focus area for the government, and in this budget also the government has made different provisions, whether it's fishery, whether it's dairy farmers, and they have also increased the limit of Kisan credit card from 3 lakh to 5 lakh rupees. And there are many such provisions which the government of India has made specifically for the agriculture. My last point of the least specifically, which I think is very important when the budget is there, is on the economy front. The government of India has projected the fiscal deficit of 24-25 means of this particular financial year is at 4.8%, which is quite feasible because that's what the financial analysts and the economists were predicting. But for the next year, the government is following the FRBM rules, and the finance minister has projected the fiscal deficit to 4.4% for the next year. The government is going to continue to focus on capex and many other aspects which they have been doing. So these are the 6 important points which I think are very important. One is about the personal tax, second is about the insurance, third is about the MSME, fourth is about skill development, sixth is about startups, corporate India and industry, and then agriculture and the economy as a whole are I think one of 7 important points that I have crafted for you. What I think is missing in this particular budget are 2-3 more points. Obviously, there are a lot of positive factors came with this particular budget, but people were expecting more. The one important factor today is the private capex. Whether brownfield capex or the greenfield capex, it's not happening. And it's not happening not since today, but since long time. And that's where the people or the economists or the industry was expecting some guidance from the finance minister. That was one point which I think is missing in this budget. Second is about the jobs. In the budget of July, the government of India announced various schemes. In fact, finance minister spoke about internship schemes. In this particular budget, indirectly, there is a lot of push to the industry, but directly, there is nothing specifically the finance minister has done for the jobs. My last point is specifically about the geopolitical tensions. After the Donald Trump came into the power, the whole world is worried about the tariff war. We were expecting some guidance from the finance minister on this particular aspect, but that's also missing in this budget. So overall, there are many factors the finance minister has tried to address in her speech of more than an hour, and I'm sure there will be many more points in the budget document, which when we decode, we'll understand. But broadly, there are the 6 to 7 points which I shared for you, and the big story or the big headline story of budget 2025 is personal tax, which is 12 lakh rupees. You don't need to pay if you're earning 12 lakh rupees per year. Thank you for watching and stay connected to ETBFSI and ETCFO.com.